Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Hey, it's time. Gene Collier.
It is.
Welcome you inside. Thanks, Ken, very much. We appreciate the nice toss over. This is the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call, Pittsburgh CW. Bob Pompeani, Gene Collier with you tonight at 412-575-2600 on Twitter, at KDPomp, at Gene Collier. Lots to get into, beginning with the Pirates, who played an afternoon businessman special, and it looked like they were going to sweep Texas like they did last week until the bullpen collapsed big time. This is the product of having a lot of injuries, and certainly the Pirates have had more than their share. We all know that Archer's still out. Taillon's not going to throw for a month. They have injuries to bullpen guys. Kella joined that list today, but still, knowing this is the situation, going into this series, they had Monday off, Tuesday and Wednesday. They could have brought up someone from Indianapolis, and that's one of the things I brought up on the showdown Sunday. Why not Mitch Keller? But you need someone to go longer than just, as we saw, Stephen Brault 4 innings yesterday. He was okay. Today, Kingham 4 innings. Again, though, the problem with that is 4 innings, and so you have to use like 7 relievers yesterday, a whole bunch more today. Yet 2 of the guys you'd really want in a close game did not enter that game. That would be Kyle Crick and Felipe Vasquez. Instead, it was Michael Felice, who couldn't throw a pitch over the plate, and when he did, it got crushed, and then you follow that up with Tyler Lyons. So Gene Collier, the Post-Gazette outstanding columnist, what do you make of this? I understand Clint Hurdles, he's got tough issues right now because injuries are mounting. He's got to use a lot of pitchers that he doesn't want to. There are no days off coming up in this next several, stretch that they have. But his explanation afterwards, and I thought Hurdle did a masterful job yesterday. His explanation today was that, well, Crick wasn't available, Kella obviously not available, but Vasquez, I would only use him in a save situation. It's 6-6 top of the ninth. Isn't that call for a Vasquez for at least 1 inning?
Well, I would think so because he has used him in non-save situations before, mostly with the game tied. But I think you have to kind of pull back on this a little bit, Bob, and look at these 2 games with the Rangers. You know you're going to start Brault in one of them and Kingham in another, and you wound up winning one of them. I think that's okay. Now you never want to lose when you're ahead 6-2 in the 8th, but you knew this was a dangerous way to go about it with the bullpen the way it is. And today, I guess he made up his mind he wasn't going to Crick because Crick pitched on last night, and they just couldn't get away with it today. They got away with it yesterday. They couldn't today. That's about what I expected.
Well, I just don't like the fact that they've blown. That's a 6-2 lead in the 8th inning. My goodness, that's a team you got to beat and put away. Wins are precious, especially in this division, where today the Brewers won, the Cubs were winning. I think they won tonight. The Cardinals lost. Now the Pirates go for 4 games in St. Louis. So Gene, this is a big road trip coming up, and you'll get a better gauge of what this team is, I think, in the next 11 days.
Absolutely. 11 games in 11 days against 3 winning teams. It's a very difficult situation when you have 40% of your starting rotation on the injured list. And I think if the Pirates win 5 of those 11 games, and come home 22-22, that's okay.
But they got good teams coming up, all of them winning teams, over 500 teams, and their record in these games so far this season is 1-11. Conversely, when they take on teams they should beat, and kudos to them, they beat those teams 16-5, although today's is one you didn't want to let get away. We'll talk about that also. Last night we saw St. Louis Blues advance to the Western Conference Finals. Tonight, San Jose leads in their game against Colorado 3-1. In the second period, there was a disallowed goal, one that wiped out an assist from Derek Brassard. But, Gene, I want to talk about St. Louis for a minute. It's funny how they're kind of using the script that the Penguins have followed a couple of times. That is real bad heading into January. In fact, they were the worst team in the NHL, 34 points on January 2nd. They end up making changes. They made a lot of trades. They believe in a young goaltender who never played before, in 25-year-old Jordan Binnington. Now here they are, after barely making the playoffs, to get one step away from a Stanley Cup final. It's amazing, isn't it? Craig Berube's done a great job.
He has, and the postseason hockey reliably has been excellent, with the exception of that Penguin series. It's been really, really good, and the Blues just again demonstrating what parity there is throughout the league. They have a real find there in Binnington. He looked great here against the Penguins. I believe it was in March, and he's so they look formidable. I still think that the Sharks are the best team in the West, and that the Sharks will win the Stanley Cup. But St. Louis has done a great job.
Interesting. They also had a disallowed goal, as I said, one of those replay challenges, coach's challenge on offside, and it was just a little tiny bit offside, but challenged, won the challenge, changed the whole complexion of the game. Replay strikes again.
Death to replay.
Death to replay. 412-575-2600. That's the number. Get in touch with us. Call us. Air your opinions. Do it now. Do it live right here on Pittsburgh's CW. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, celebrating 25 years as Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, where honesty and integrity still matter.